Well, hello everyone. Haha. How's everyone
Yeah, and
doing?
we are back.
So today we got an interesting one for you. We've been asked to dissect two photos that we had done, and it just so happened one was mine and one was his.
Yeah, and it just happens that it's my favorite photo.
I think it's everybody's favorite because this one that I did gets a lot. So that's probably what it is.
So let's go for the first part. My name is Alex Costa.
Romeo Versace.
Yeah, and I have a lower
Yeah.
third. You forgot yours.
Oh, I forgot we even did this. Guess it don't work.
Anyway, this will be an episode that if you are listening to us in the podcast after the episode, it's probably better you come to YouTube and check the video because it'll be very visual. You're still gonna get some tips and tricks, but it will be a very visual episode where we're gonna show all the details of the lighting of those two pictures. Oh, now he found it. Okay,
I
I'll
had it
put
on the
it
wrong setting. So, all right. So we've had questions about how do we set up our lights for pictures. So we decided we were going to create this Thursday to show the two photos that people have been asking us questions on. And we're going to utilize a software called set.a.light. Links to down in the description. And you also get like a 30-day free trial or whatever. And it's pretty good software. In fact, Alex just played with it for the first time.
Yeah, when we did our first show back in I don't know when, I think it was September, October, or something, and Rome used it, I got impressed. A few months later, I think it was December, I just bought it because it's kind of an expensive software for Brazil standards. The dollar is kind of too high, the exchange rate, and I bought it, and every day I use it, I get more impressed with it. It's a great piece of software, and it's amazing to learn light as you see today.
Oh yeah, and their update is phenomenal. So they have so much more stuff added. They got tungsten lights. They got LED lights.
Well, they have all kinds of lights.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of stuff right now.
Hey,
and,
Wilson.
What's up, Wilson?
It's actually my dad.
Hey.
Anyway,
and if
go on.
Go ahead. Okay.
I'm looking for. Okay. What is that one of joining the show? We need to make a clean on this. Oh, here. If you just want to join us and if you just want to get in the live with us and ask questions as we go, just hashtag join in the comments. I will send you the link and you jump on the live and work with us here. So, Rome, want to start? Because your picture is the most complex set of light and I'm kind of dying to check how you did it.
Yeah, sure. Let's go over here.
And mostly because I just screw up my file. I have to do
it. You got to say the right one. Okay, so we're going to look over here. Let's go ahead and pull that in. All right. So this is the picture everybody likes and everybody wanted. So this picture was done on a movie set. Basically, it had two RE650s. Okay, these are constant tungsten lights. They're 650-watt lights. These two lights are able to be
about Fresno's, aren't we?
Yeah, they're two Fresno lights. They were both in spot mode, which is when it comes in. So if you watch our video, we'll go ahead and link it up somewhere up in here, I guess. And later on, and the
Is there
spot
a
mode
video
was,
about modifiers?
yep. And I put a bicycle in there. Unfortunately, they don't have blinds. So I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna write them and say, y'all need to put some open blinds.
Yo,
um,
Elixir, just put some blinds and
just,
pillows.
just a few blinds and some
It's
blankets
the
and some
basic.
pillows. Um, there was no blankets and pillows, so I had to improvise. So I put a oval and modified the oval to look like a pillow. So in the reality, she was actually on a mink coat that was over like 3 pillows, which is why you see the arch in her back really hard and all that stuff, because she was actually up on a pillow. So um, that's how that works. So we got one Ari here, we got another Ari here. This Ari over here actually has a blue gel. It's like a turquoise blue gel, and that's where you see in that turquoise right here in the shadows. You'll
Yeah,
see all
I like
this blue
how
turquoise.
I like how you play with these creative gels and colors. And one thing we have to say that you can see that in the white part of the blanket or whatever you call it,
The pillow.
there
Yeah.
is no saturation on it. There is no blue. Why? Why the blue
That's
is only in the shadow?
the tungsten light is actually overpowering. Remember, anything that's got gel is in a shadow. So if you remember, I had said this was blinds. It's not a bicycle. Unfortunately, I had to use something to try to get some type of blinds effect. But the
So
light would
this
hit this.
this is the first important message here. Every time you work with gels and you work with color, you're gonna see saturation in the shadows over the dark parts of your image. Like you can see in the original picture of Rome in the right side, you have her legs blue. Why? Because the legs under the end of the dress to the end of her legs is all shadow. So you get the blues. Where the Fresnel is hitting, the Fresnel is just washing out the color. So this is the first thing you have to think when you are working with gels. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. And yeah, gels are fun to work with, but you can't use the intensity as hot as you want it, because the more intensity, the less saturated. So you just got to
Yeah, yeah,
remember that.
that's another important tip that as more power you turn in your light that has a gel on it, less color you get. So the color will show up in the shadow, and if you dim your light down, you're gonna get more saturation.
Exactly.
It was actually
Yeah.
hard for me to understand that. It took me a while.
So let me see. And so when I was in the set, it was at the time that they stopped. And so I jumped up on this table that was in front of her. And that's why I have this up so high, because I was actually standing on the table. And I got permission. It was a set piece, and it was like
Yeah,
nothing. And
they had
so it's,
insurance.
well, they told me to just stand on the
Yeah.
table. I said, all right.
If your Rome
So
fall, they will pay the insurance.
well, I had insurance, so I ain't worried about that. But
Can we say the name of the movie?
I don't even remember it. It was in Chicago. It was a last minute call out, so I was like, all right, whatever. And I don't even think it actually hit the screen. I think it was one of
Really?
the second rate movies that got put out in one of the indie
You
films.
you know I love B movies, don't you? I just
Yeah,
love them.
well, that's kind of what this was. So it was nice, but you know, the shot that I wanted, she was laying on the couch, and I wanted to get it from high up, like as if I'm looking down onto her, and that's kind of where we got to this. So you can see how she's arching here because she's on that heavy pillow, right? There's like 3 pillows underneath it. And
So some things on the this kind of shot you had for granted. I mean, you had the makeup was ready, the
Yep.
clothes were ready. You just needed to do your light. The light was oh, all the lights. You brought the lights, or was the movie lights?
No, they were already there.
Was
They
the
were- they
satellites?
they had just finished the scene and they were moving to the husband scene.
So
So I had her
that's a
just stay there.
that's a big problem, isn't working with lights you don't actually use it to, or
Well,
was it
I
okay?
have I have these. There's one right behind me.
Oh, it
I'm
was
used
exactly
to
the
it.
same brand, and well, you're used to Fresnels, so Fresnels are Fresnels. Okay.
Yeah, I've been around a while. So yeah,
By the
it's
way, I'm in the market for a cheap Fresnel. If you know one, just send me. Yeah, because of
uh,
him, he kept me showing things, and I keep buying stuff.
he he just want what I got. That's all.
It's his
Um,
fault.
not really.
So can we do a breakdown and turn the lights off and start to turn them now
Yeah.
and
So
try to explain how you
uh,
thought this light and how you got to the final result?
well, the lighting masters basically did the light. So
Oh, gaffers? You had gaffers?
yeah, there's a whole crew here. The this light here is basically a window. It was a nighttime. It was at night, so I made it look like it's still nighttime, technically. Um, so I'll leave that light on because that's really how it looked. All right. As far as camera settings go, this one I believe, yeah, it was. I use a 7200 at 70 millimeters, 1/100 of a second, f 3.5 or f5, ISO 100. I use 2800 Kelvin because the Fresnels are rated at 2800. So to match the Kelvin of the Fresnel, you have to move to the tungsten level.
And
And
again, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you guys one thing. Forget it. I'm not trying to sell satellite, but can you see how amazing it is? How many settings you can just throw there? It's an amazing software.
yeah, it is. So it definitely plays. So we had that using 7200, and then of course, you use your main light, which is this puppy right here. And that was full blast, and it was about 11 feet away from her, 12 feet roughly up in the air. It was like almost 10 and a half, 11 feet up in the air,
And
shining
everything is
down.
hard light. For those
Yeah,
of
this
you that think hard light doesn't make good pictures,
this was all
here's the proof.
spotlight. So if it was flood, it looked like this. It'd be a lot softer, but they had it on full max.
If you have any questions for Rome, just drop in the chat, in the comment box, and we will be glad to answer.
Yep. So we had that, and then we moved on, and they added the second one here, which has color gel on it, that bluish color gel. And when that came on, it gave it that nice color.
Yeah, can you
I
turn it off again? Because it is very subtle, the saturation in satellite. So just pay attention to her leg and see how it gets a bit brighter and turns into blue. Go there. Boof.
Yep. So it gave that bluish light into the shadow, which was perfect. And I took the shot. Actually, I took probably about 10 shots, but that was the best one. That was the one I liked the most. I try to make sure that their face is in light. So if you're looking at the actual image, which is here, um, you'll notice there's a strip of light that goes down the face, and then it gives a nice shadow across the chin, which you're seeing here in the software. So I'm kind of matching it. It's really hard to maneuver these little dudes here. So once I was able to get them close, it was enough.
I think
Then
this was one of the first pictures of yours that I saw, and it
pro-
really impressed me.
uh,
The light really impressed me. It really made me crazy.
so you can see I'm using a bicycle, but that didn't work out so well because it doesn't look the same. Over here, this is blinds. It's actually Venetian blinds, just those little cheap metal blinds. They were open up about halfway, and we had it standing right in front. So it let out little slithers of light all the way down. And that's what you're seeing here. This main bar right here was actually the bottom of the blinds because it was kind of rolled up. So the blinds was about that much blind, and then the rest of it was just sitting right here in a big block. So when the light was hitting, you could actually see how that block made this large shadow going all the way
What
across.
was the size of the set?
This no, the building was a warehouse. So
So warehouse was huge.
yeah, I mean it had 36-foot ceilings if we needed it, but we didn't need it. And I mean you can see how the light came through. This right here, this little dark area here is actually they made a makeshift window. So it looked like a window, but wasn't quite a window. It was just made as a square, and that's what this kind of went through, was through the square, hitting the blinds and then falling on top. So that's basically all it is.
So
Any
before
questions?
I ask more questions to Rome, if you like this kind of show where we dissect light of a picture, can be ours, can be other people's picture, it doesn't matter. Just give us a like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. So we're gonna bring more of that kind of content to you. Okay. So we talk about the gels. We talk about the Fresnels. You talk about the. Oh, you were actually at ISO 100. How many
Yeah,
watts you said?
650.
650.
Yeah,
And was full blast the main?
yeah, about 10 or 11 feet. Oh, Fresnos are powerful, bro.
Yeah, you can use that stuff as a heating system for your house. You get really hot.
Basically, yeah.
An
It's
amazing picture, Rom.
I like Fresnos. Also like all the other stuff too. I mean, there's uh we have small Fresnos that actually are pretty cool too. Um,
This kind of Fresno. See, I never use it, so I don't know. You have more experience with it, so you ask. This kind of Fresno, 600 watts second.
mhm.
How it behaves when you mix it with monolight, like I don't know, same power. Uh, can you get the same aperture? Can you balance?
Yeah,
Balance you can bringing your ISO up, but
right.
uh, they have exactly the same output. If you just gray card one and gray card the other one, you give the same aperture and the same
Uh-huh.
settings or not?
Yeah. No, I mean, you use your gray car, and you can figure out what is the right aperture, right intensity.
No, but the hypothetical situation that I'm asking is you put AD 650 Pro on one side and that's
Mhm.
Fresno on the other side. Both of them are 650 watt second. If you just full blast both of them, you're gonna give you the same aperture, the same reading.
No, one's closer. So being that if one's closer, it's going to have more intensity. So you're going to have to lower that intensity in order for it to be equivalent to. There's a square law rule. So you're looking at the intensity is going to be doubled, like right there, like in this one. I keep trying to do it on the other computer. Um, like here, this one is literally like 3 times closer than this one. So the power on this one isn't going to be as powerful as this one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And using any other light, it's the same thing. So
Okay.
does that make
So,
sense?
any questions, guys? If you don't have any questions, I'll go to the next picture and I'll talk.
Yeah, and then we could work on the new project.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a few minutes at the end to work on the new project. You're gonna show your skills on satellite because you're much better.
I don't know.
Anyway, so I will bring my screen here.
And this is a good
And
image also.
this is the image we're gonna talk about tonight. This is my favorite image. Is right behind me, printed, huge print. And there are some things to this image. Was not made just by me. Was a team. So I had a producer, I had a makeup artist who did the hair too, and I did the lighting, the shooting. So this is the color version. This is the black and white version that I usually prefer. And here are my settings at the point. So I was f9, 1 over 160. I was ISO 100, 93 millimeters using a 2470, a 24105 f4 using a really old body. I was using a 5D Mark II by then. Not even had bought the 6D. I have a picture of a BTS picture of the day. So this was my lighting at the point. As I told you before, I use Greika heads monolights. Their old monolights are TC400 Pro. It's 400 watt seconds. I was using a strip box. I was using octabox of. It's not 95. In fact, it's 90 centimeters. 2 feet by 3 feet softbox. Okay, let's cut off the centimeters. This is 3 feet. This is 2 by 3, and this is just a bare flash with grid. So let's bring satellite. I will tell you guys, to put that model in that pose took me like 1 hour and a half. But the image looks almost perfect if you compare it. Let me try to find it here again.
And the reason why is because you could literally adjust every joint in
Every
her
joint
body.
of the body. We're gonna show it at the end.
Yeah, we'll show that when we start to mess
But
around.
if you see, it's practically, I couldn't mess with the hair, but it's almost exactly the same pose in both pictures. Maybe the chin is a bit up here. But let's talk about light. How is my process to set this light? This is my go-to light. It's kind of a signature light I do for this kind of shot. I always have a clamshell. It's kind of a clamshell with a ring light coming from the strip box and something to bright the background a bit because this is a gray background, a middle gray background. And if I don't light it, it's just gonna be pitch black. So the first thing I do here, by then I used the flash meter. By now I don't use flash meters anymore. So the first thing I do, let's turn off all the lights, is I taking my reading, just my reading on the main light, and I find my aperture. I don't look to anything else but the main light. So the main light was set to F9. I took my reading. And then after I seen the shadow pattern that this is creating and get my reading, I just turn off the main light. And now I will focus on every other light one by one. Usually I go first for my ring because I want to see my ring light. And usually my ring light is kind of too
You
strong.
just turn on your main
I turned
one.
the main. I turned the main. How my ring light is light in the face. So the first thing I go is my ring light. Usually one stop below. Below should be below or should be above? Below.
No, below.
One stop less than half of the power of my main light. Let's put it this way, is easier. And you're gonna get some shining because of the angle of the light. It's not just about the power. But as you can see here, and I think I can show it, I kind of feather my ring light and I feather my main light. My main light is not even enough. I usually put almost straight down. So one, I don't hit the background with the main light because this is a problem for me. If you see this studio, how this studio is set. Let's click on the studio here.
Now, mind you, he has a small studio.
Yeah, here is really small. It's like 12 feet by 15 feet.
Yeah.
Something about that. And
the size of a room.
It's just a room. As we see these days, is a bonus room. Anyway, it's just a normal bed, a regular bedroom. So it's really hard to work with light here. Another problem that I had when I took that shot is that all my walls were white, so bouncing everywhere. The light was bouncing everywhere. So I turned my ring light. I set it to half of the power of the main light. I take my reading, and I turn off, of course, the position the way I want the ring to show up, as you can see here, and I turn off my ring light. Then I go to my clamshell, to the bottom up line, and here I turn it again. Here you cannot see it very well, but what I'm looking, the ghoul light,
ghoul light.
What I'm looking for right now. There are two basic things I'm looking for right now. First is the bottom catch light under her eye, right here. The bottom part of her eye, there is a catch light. That's the first time I'm looking for, so I know this light is in the right position. The second thing, but that you cannot see here really well because it's not really on point, is that I get this bone. You call it the chest bone? How do you call this bone, bro?
The breast, that's the collarbones.
The collarbones, yeah. I look for a shadow in the upper part of the collarbones because these you give me that three-dimensionality we talk about. This light is half of the power of the main light. Well, another thing that I didn't say is that when I'm looking for my main light, of course, I'm looking for the main catch light on her eye. Okay. And then I go to my background light. I never take readings on my background light. Okay. I never do that. I just dial for my taste, and I look in the frame to see how is it looking, and I get usually, or I do a radial pattern behind the subject, or I do a gradient from the left side to the right side. This side is usually the side with more shadow because my main is always a bit more to the right side. So I make my gradient from the shadow side to the bright side that the ring light is lighting here. So if I turn this off, and if I turn this off, you're gonna see that this side is lit. It's lit, lit. And this side, if I turn the background light off, the backdrop off, what's gonna happen is pitch black all the way. So I have separation of the subject to the background, with this ring light, and with this light in the background, I give separation to the other side. And then I just bring my main on and bring my fuel on, my clamshell. And that's how you get that uh, uh, that kind of
Special.
light. It's a pretty simple light if you pay attention to the details.
It's hot.
It's too hot.
No, I mean it's hot. Like sexy. I like
Oh,
ballerina.
okay. Yeah, it's a cool light. I really love that light, and it's my go-to. And as you know, and I think everybody here knows, I kind of tend to secure my shot. So the first thing I do, whatever I get, any model, is work with the light I'm comfortable with. So the first thing I do is to set this light, take a few pictures, get my shot. Oh, thank you.
You're
I was
welcome.
missing it. So I tend to get to the set, put this light on, get my shot. As soon as I get my shot, then I start to be creative, and then I start to do different kind of lighting to get different kind of image. But this is the first one. Some things you can do here. This is a black and white picture. Let's bring it to color. Oh, by the way, we didn't show this yet, but as soon as you finish setting your light, you can just go to this tab, view. It will ask to create a snapshot, and you can create a snapshot and render in high resolution, so you can have the picture done there. So if you see here, as I was trying to set the light here, let's wait to just finish rendering. I did several tests with different hairs, different chin poses. And if honestly, if you take a look at this and you take a look at this, different hairs, different Rom, I'm hearing myself for some reason. If you take a look at,
Years.
yeah, I think it was some kind of echo coming from your side.
I do.
It's almost the perfect picture. It's almost the same picture.
Yep.
Even if you look to the patterns of the shadows, it's exactly the same place. There are some difference. She was using some kind of, we call it illuminator in Brazil, but she was using some shiny oil here, so it brings up. But
Shimmer
it's
spray.
practically the shimmer spray.
It's just olive oil spray.
In fact, for this shot,
I do that
my
with
makeup artist,
swimsuit.
he used airbrush. And he for this shoot, he almost airbrushed all her body with that stuff.
Why?
I don't know what is it. Because we did some full body pictures, so everything should be shiny and creamy.
No.
So he did the whole body. Anyway,
I don't waste that.
so
time.
it gives you a preview, a really good preview, and when you go to export, you can decide what we're gonna put and export to PDF or JPEG. So you can choose whatever you're gonna export here, and you can even change the angles in the export.
Yep.
So, oh, this is another thing we didn't show here. So here you're seeing my room is my studio, and you can see it from any side. So you can see exactly how the model was to the shoot. And
the big part is how far away it is from the model. Notice it's only like maybe an arm distance away. Maybe.
So, let me see if I can measure this. I don't know why I'm okay.
There.
So here, that softbox is. I can't see it.
Go from the top. Rotate it. Rotate it to the top.
is 113 centimeters. It's 3 feet and 1 inch. 1 inch.
And that's the center. And then it's however high it is.
Anyway,
If you want to know the height of it is if you click on the light itself on the left side, you'll see the height of it.
how I do it?
Click on the light.
Click on the light.
No, the one above. The main light. You still haven't clicked on it. You got the ruler on. Turn off the ruler.
Oh, turn off the ruler?
Yeah. Now click on it. Now on the left side.
Oh, it's here. It's here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I was trying to measure for some reason. But here you have the position of everything. So, and now that we already show, let me just save so I don't lose this because I really like this work. But you can make a bunch of stuff with this. Like if you click the model, you don't like this model, you just come here and you choose another model. So I just have another model. You don't like the clothes, just change the clothes to whatever you want. You don't like the hair, change the hair. Make it bald model.
Technically, you could make it the way you know your model comes in. You actually can adjust it to be like that model, so that way you can see. We use it for collaboration efforts. So hairstylists, makeup artists, they could see what the vision is, and they know how to plan. So when they get there, it's a little bit quicker. In fact, it's a lot.
And we have this other tab. There is an amazing tab where you can see other pictures that other photographers just put it there. So I'll bring one that is safe, like this one. And you can see all the set. You can download the setup and you can just open it and it will bring the whole set for the dude with all the light set and the result for you, and you can start to play with it. But now we're gonna go for a good part. So let me take my screen out. Where is it? Don't be a layman. Be a good man and bring us back full screen because my computer just got crazy.
Oh,
okay, got it.
Yeah, here you
go. You're back. What happened this weekend? On Saturday, I have a model coming in.
She's a
ballerina. She's a ballerina. And what we thought here, yeah, shiny and creamy. I don't know who's commenting on Facebook. I think it's Brian. Yeah. I like it. We like shiny and creamy. That's how my makeup artist like it. But it's not sweat shiny. It's shiny. It's a good shiny.
Yeah,
anyway.
It's just normal shine.
So I have this shot and we thought about it bringing the set.a.light in, and Rome we're gonna show, because Rome is much more experienced with this software than me. He's really good at it. So he will show how we can get a reference and put the model in the position, set the lights to achieve the look we want. Is that right, Rome?
Yeah, that's what I've been working on while you were talking.
I just screwed him up because I told him this like 5 minutes before the live starts. But anyway.
Yeah, literally. Thanks. But
okay, it's your show, buddy.
It's my show. It's our show.
Right now, it's your show.
So
sorry, I'm trying to find the one that we can put you big, the screen big and you small. How did we do this?
Huh?
I think we can't. Okay, it's just this or this.
No.
Let's go like this because people can see it better.
Shiny and creamy. Okay, so he's got a ballerina, and we kind of seen an image that we liked. And what I did was I pulled in 2 lights that are just like the ones he has. And I'm just trying to figure out what angle that light could be. Something like this. So for the model, like we had said, you can actually maneuver these individuals to different poses.
Oh, can you take a snap?
Of what?
Because actually, I like that picture. Can you take a snapshot of it so we don't lose it?
Yeah. Okay. So if you go, so if he adds a second light, that's what it would look like, which I think looks pretty cool.
It is.
There's that. Let's see. Another way we wanted to look, and we wanted her what, sitting down?
No, I like the pose, but I think if you're gonna move something, maybe put her head up, like look into the light. I think you have to turn the studio so you can see her from the front.
Let's see.
Just hit Command Z. Command Z and
I'm just gonna look for a different. So we had. I'd use this one. So you can actually literally maneuver the individuals exactly the way that a human moves, which is kind of interesting. So I can stand her up, bring her down. You know, basically it's you are doing everything. So like I can move her hips. I want to change her legs.
one thing I miss on Satellite is searching by the name of the setup, like ballerina. Oh, there is.
You can do that.
Yeah, just found it.
So trying to think of how we can do this with this chick. That's the other leg. So let's move her up. Spin her around. Just sleeping. We had. I'm trying to remember what we did. I think she was. Wasn't she leaning back? I remember trying to remember that image we were talking about. But
I'm trying to do the same here, but looks like the head is locked.
yeah, most people are walking. So we'll go ahead and move this. I'm just getting her stationary in the air before I actually move everything out the way.
I'm doing the same model here, same one as Rome is working, but I'm doing another rendition on it. Let's see how I get it here. It's too bad the software doesn't allow us to share both screens.
Right? See, look, she's tapping her foot. So, bring her down to the ground. Her hair definitely needs to change. This one. There we go.
Trying to find a beauty dish with a sock. I found the beauty dish, but I can't find the sock.
Unfortunately, I don't have ballet shoes. I won't be able to.
Let me tell me something. What are your thoughts about ring light using bare flash or strip boxes? What do you really prefer? Because I really prefer to do my ring light with a strip box instead of bare flash.
This is what you want. What do you plan on doing?
So
It was something like that, wasn't it?
yeah, I did something here. I got that same shot we start with it, and I was able to move her head. Now I'm just trying to fix my wraparound.
We're in a race to see who's better. Gotta get this spot. There. Got it.
So you just can move every joint of
Each
the body.
joint by itself can be maneuvered, and it makes it nice, actually. To include the fingers, if I actually go in the body here, now you see how our fingers are all curved. Well, I don't want them curved, so I want them straight. I'm gonna go ahead and fix all these. Straight down over her finger. There we go. Go to the waist, drop her back. Bring her down. Take the hand, bring it down.
Can I bring my shotting?
Yeah. I'm not stopping you.
Let me zoom out. So I start with the same shot as Rom started. Same model. Same position. Let me just put this the way I can show you. And I did some small changes. Like really small. So it's the same shot we start. Oops, I lost a comment here. It's being interesting. I've seen some shots of this lighting planning apps in the past. This is really useful to see a demo live. We'll definitely become a customer. It's an amazing software. Unfortunately, your
Yeah.
name is not showing up. I think it's Brian, the one who helped me today fixing the links. But
Yeah, if you look in our YouTube, go to YouTube to our station, and in the description on YouTube, you'll find the set.a.light with our little code that gives you like 30 days free trial. So
yeah,
that's for sure.
if you look this, what I did change, I changed the position of the face. I just direct her face to the light. I changed the standard reflector here, and I changed the other light to a strip box because I love strip box.
Yeah.
If you get closer here, and this is the cool part. Looks like I don't want her to look to the light anymore. I want a bit more shadows on her face. I just click her face, click her, in fact, click on the pose, select the face, and just woo. I can turn, tilt.
Yep.
Sometimes you just have to change the side you're viewing so you can really move the head.
Guess what I just found? They do have lines. You just got to put it in a gobo.
What?
I just found blinds that you could put in a gobo. That's new.
So
they didn't have that earlier.
If I don't want that hand here, I can just bring it here. And then I just broke her wrist. But anyway, you can just...
You're mean.
I don't know why it's not twisting.
Can I change the gobo?
And just twist it. And just bring it back to her leg. How do I put a gobo here?
Here, go to my screen.
Go to your screen. Wait.
I wish I knew this when I was doing my picture.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think that looks badass. All right, cool.
It does.
You know, it's fun when you find something new and you're like, that wasn't there before.
Take a snap.
I'm not done yet. Get out of here. Take a snap. You take a snap.
I cannot take a snap on your screen. It's amazing how it's so powerful, and I still don't know half of what it can do, and it's being so helpful in the way of trying to get the vision before the shoot.
Yes, that's the biggest part of this is you're able to play with light without actually having a model there. And that, my friends, is how it's made. Oh, look at that, baby.
Zoom in. Make it bigger.
I like it. Zoom in the what?
Oh, it's the ring light. You just add a ring light behind the V-flat?
Yeah, I put it behind the V-flat so it don't glare in the...
That's cool.
I made it go right in between so it's hitting right on her back to give her that.
And it's not washing the gobo in the...
Exactly. I mean, I'm letting it... The gobo is actually blocking this from hitting that.
Yep.
So that way I'm getting a straight shot with no... You can see it here on the floor.
I love the light. Make it bigger so we can see better.
From top?
I love the light on her. Oh, you're feathering the light. The main is feathered?
No, the main's right here. It's coming down. Well, kind of feathered, yeah. I don't want to hit her directly because then it would be really harsh light. So I want it to... It's a standard reflector. There's nothing on it. It's a regular 6-inch reflector. Let me just make sure here.
Well, ask you one thing. What happens if you put a blue gel in the gobo light?
In this one?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but
I
too
don't like.
blue, too saturated.
Yeah.
Oh, there's CTO in CTB. Go to CTO and CTB up there, up there.
Oh, there it is.
Maybe a CTO. Oh, better.
That's a full. That's a half.
Half is better.
You think so?
Don't you?
I like the blue. I don't
Okay,
know.
so keep the blue.
Which y'all think? Blue?
Yeah. Tell us in the comments.
Give
Full
us a comment.
CTO or half? And can we change the color of the clothes to match the blue?
Why? You want it to be a
Just to show off.
different color? Oh. Yeah, we could change clothes. She's a ballerina. I had to put something that wasn't. Let's see. What is it? Where is it? There it is. What color? Blue?
Blue's good. Not blue, maybe something
Red?
in the color wheel. Red would be cool. Red would be cool. Or
Change our
orange to make a teal and orange. Okay, they are saying half CTO, half CTO. I was right.
Half CTO. Customer's always right.
I just think that the full CTO was too strong, you know. Was
Yeah.
too much saturation.
That looks like moonlight. That's actually pretty cool.
We can go
So,
for
yes.
a teal and orange look right in the
So
studio, and I just love that gobo.
So you want orange? Like dark orange? Light orange?
It can be a medium orange.
That's where I'm at right now. Like this. Yeah, that's cool. Pants have to match. They gotta match. Aha. There we go. Even the shoes match. Look at that.
Like it.
So now, what we have is a black backdrop that's on the stand. The backlight is a snoot, which goes between this V flat, that V flat, and it uses this to block the wall. And that's why this wall's here. So that way when this gobo shoots, it'll actually make it look like it's coming from a window. So that'll work.
Guys, this is on the spot. We didn't plan this. We didn't know how this shot we're gonna look like. We are just using this time to plan my next shoot.
That's what it looks like.
It's
really actually not bad. I mean, of course, her foot would be on the floor. Oh, like, get her foot on the floor. Her butt's on the floor. Get her freaking foot off the floor.
Can I just make your day really bad?
Make it really bad?
Yeah, like, can I just put you under pressure right now?
What?
Can we make one of those ballerina poses where they are standing up with a split?
Just trying to make my head think.
Let me see if I find a reference on Instagram. Wait.
Dear Lord, boy. Oh, wait, kids. Let me save this real fast. New step. Alright. Set up. Oh, this would be fun.
Like, I don't even know if I can show that kind of picture right here without an authorization of the person.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I'll send you on Facebook, okay? Just for you to have an idea what I'm talking about.
In the messenger.
Just sent you.
Sorry, guys,
Can
we're
we do
doing this
that
all
pose?
up. So
I'm
waiting on it to
bringing
come in.
your screen back, okay? I sent it on Facebook.
Oh, messenger. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Your computer's slow. That?
Don't get you crazy. Oops. I just did what I shouldn't. Sorry. I've told you before. That pose. But standing. Don't need the stool. Don't need anything. Just standing with a split.
I don't think she was splitting up. Was she? Maybe. I'll use my other computer so that way it don't.
Can I put your screen back?
Yeah. Okay, so lady over, split up. All right. So, which foot she using?
I'm trying to do it here too.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna
I
use
think you're
this.
gonna do it much faster than.
Oh,
I don't think. Pretty sure.
she's like really flexible. Oh. All right. So now let's see. I think this is good. Yeah, there. Ah, contortionist. Literally a contortionist. All right.
Yeah, she's gonna need some. She's gonna need a really good session to fix that back after. After what Rome is doing it. But it is a very impressive software. As I said, every time I play with it, I get something new from it, and not only
That is not what a lady looks like.
not only from the
There we go.
lighting part,
It's more like
but
what it looks like.
ideas from poses, because we need to do different poses, so you can see how the light will hit the model in that pose, and when you get to the set, it's much faster for you to set up your light.
Yeah. All right, so we need a chair. Let's see here. Where's the stool? Just give me all of it. Stool. Can't tell me they don't have a stool. I don't want that.
They have a stool. I used the stool in my picture.
There it is. That. Like that. And I'm going to change your arm. So with the arm. Rotate. Ooh. I always feel like I'm going to break their bones when I'm playing with this thing. I don't know why. It just feels like it breaks its bones. Yeah. Like, he's totally like off center. What's this hand doing? Up and over. On the roll. Bye.
Sometimes one thing that is kind of difficult is to understand which joint you have to move to get the result you want, because sometimes look like it's this joint, you move it and you are moving the wrong thing.
Well, right now I'm just trying to get it centered. Maybe. If I can make this smaller.
And the position of the model, the position where you are looking to the model, make difference in which joint you are moving. So you need to be aware of it.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, too far. There you go. All right. So, all right. Right now, her head's gonna be huge. She's too close. Move back.
Yeah, you are going much better than me, buddy. Honestly.
I need this leg. Rotate this leg. Come on, rotate. Uh-oh. I'm freezing. There we go. Boom. So this is an interesting software, and it's fun to play with, especially when you're messing with it to figure out a way to do something. There you go. Fine. This is going to go over. This one's going to go under here. There.
My mother's so twisted that I don't know which one is her left and which one is her right foot. Okay, I have to bring it to the screen just for a second. Poor girl, she's so twisted and crooked. Anyway, I'll bring yours back.
Well, she's not perfectly straight, so we definitely need to fix that.
But anyway, I think we got the point there. I think
the thing I know about ballet is that they are very much sticklers on their perfect straightness.
If you go to the body tab on the left side, go to the body tab on the left side. Look for her foot, I think is the right one. No, you are in the style. Go to the body. There is a tab. Style, pose, body.
Yeah.
Look for the right foot and move the toes.
I already got it.
Oh, you already did?
Yeah, see? She's pointy. This one's not pointy.
Now, okay. I think the pose is okay. We just need to move a bit the light because the split light is not...
Yeah,
For those who don't know, split lighting is when you have the light coming from the side and does exactly what it's doing in this picture. There is illuminating half of the face and the other half is in shadow.
So look,
that's a light pattern. Now we cannot use too much light there or else we're gonna erase the gobble. We're just gonna wash the gobble out. So now Rome, we're gonna turn it like 45 degrees, Rome?
Yeah, 45 on the face.
45 with a grid so it doesn't hit the background. Everything that you can do in the studio, you can do here.
Literally, without really wasting any power. And where that red laser is pointing is actually where the center is pointing. That's what I'm looking at.
What you are seeing are the shots I will try to take it on Saturday. I will have to get a gobo like that. But anyway, I built a similar one. Just have to do it again. And I will post the pictures on our Instagram. Is Versace Studios INT. And you're gonna see the results. If you have any questions about the software or about the shots, just drop in the comments and we're gonna be happy. We are happy to answer. And if you like this kind of show, again, just give us a like, subscribe so we know and we do more content around the satellite and around lighting itself and patterns and all that stuff.
If I bring this to the other
Well,
side.
actually, lighting is the topic that both of us like more in photography.
This is where the
Just love to talk
creativity
about
happens.
lighting.
It's just creativity.
All right, here comes the ring light again. Getting get shiny.
I like that one. Shiny. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, definitely need it. So
they're looking cool.
So this is a fill light. That's all I'm doing.
Can you check the ratio in between that and the main? I know you are not precise because we are doing right on spot.
I got an F10. Do what?
Show the ratio in between the main and the fill. Oh, I love
ratio?
the ring. Yeah, I love the ring.
You like the rim?
I love the way the ring is looking.
So right now, it's a 4 light.
What happens if you use a strip box in the ring to get the ring in her leg a bit more up?
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I'm not liking the way this is happening. So let's go.
And this is the kind of thing you can do with this software. I don't need to try it in the studio. I already know what will happen if I use a strip box there instead of a snoot.
What size you have?
I have 135 by something. Oh,
12 by 60.
4 feet for something. Oh, it's inches?
Yeah, 12 by 60. Technically, I can almost something like that.
Oh, now the ring got up. Another important thing here that you should notice, of course, is a matter of creativity. Sorry for my English. But if you see, the ring light is coming, it's cross lighting. The ring light is in the other side, and the main light. Romeo, help me here, buddy. I'm losing my English as we go.
What's up? Sorry, I was concentrating.
Just explaining the cross light, why the ring is in the opposite side of the main light.
Well, you want it on the opposite side. I mean, it gives you the rim, and it also takes the shadow away from your background. So you're actually creating a separation light, is what that is.
So it's exactly what I mentioned when I talk about my picture, that I light the background in the darker side, and in fact, there is a whole process to it. So I put the main light, then in the darker side I put the ring. The darker side will not be dark anymore, and then I light the background in the other side to give the separation on both sides from the background. I'm really digging that gobo, you know? Did you take the gel out?
No. You could actually
Oh, the fuel is hitting it, so it's taking the saturation a bit down. It's washing a bit.
No, actually
So,
there. But no, there is a few out there that are gobos that are projector lights that look like projector lights that you can stick on your
yeah, they call it optical snoot.
Yeah.
You can find some at Amazon and AliExpress. We're gonna put the links tomorrow in the live we'll be on. We're gonna put the links down.
So you're looking for
and
something.
It's impressive because you put a lens in front of it. And MagMod has one too, doesn't?
As
it's called the Mag Beam.
Oh yeah, Mag Beam.
Then you have to buy the Mag masks.
I'm seeing space right here. There.
I hope you like that kind of video because we're gonna do a bunch of them.
Whoa, this one just jumped everywhere. There we go.
And you just did the picture I sent you, plus the gobo. There was no gobo in the first one. I cannot show the picture because, of course, it's something I just got from Instagram. We don't have permission to it. But he just brought, we just got any picture from there and just, he built here. And I will do that picture on my shot and bring the real version to you next week.
I'm actually thinking this should go to this.
Yeah, you protect the gobo if you do that. Because when you put the softbox, the light will spread more and gonna hit the background. Oh, I wonder what happens if we change the kelvins in the light.
What do you mean?
Like make it more not using gels. You can change the kelvin in the left side. If you go to the left side, you can change the color temperature.
Yeah, I know. To what, like 8,000?
I don't know if we go blue or if we go yellow. Yellow is gonna mix with the trousers. But anyway, that's something we can do too. Oh, so anyway, you can choose.
You can choose your heads. They got Godox, Flashpoint, 8200, 250.
And you can create your heads. You can
and
create a new head.
Add a head, you just add a head. Call it whatever you want. Say, I don't know, what's something they use?
Greika TC400 Pro.
What is it?
Greika. Greika is GEI, not Y. G-E-I-C G-I-K-A
G-I-K-A.
K-A space T-C Pro TC 400 Pro 400 watt seconds.
And how is it? Is it a 1 through 10 or is it a common?
1 to 5.
1 to 5?
Mm-hmm.
I got to get you some new lights.
Old strobe. Sorry.
Power is 400, right?
400 watts. It does the job.
So now it's been added. So
You didn't put a name on. I think. I don't know. Is that it?
Okay. So pretty simple, not hard.
You can change all this. Click on the studio, please, so they see the measurements of the studio.
This
You can
is
change
26 by 32. I could easily change the width to 13.
My studio not gonna fit all that stuff.
Yeah, well,
The V flats are too big.
so you make smaller VFAT, see? Height is, you got 10 feet.
I will tell you one thing. I'll call Set.a.light and tell them I just did a major advertisement on your product.
So now, that's the size of your room. It fits. Just going to bring this one in. I didn't even think about making it the size of your room.
I'll probably not use V flats. I'll probably just put grid on that strip box. And use a black background in the back. It worked just fine. Oh, you can bring it up. Yeah, you can bring it back. Make it bigger.
I just do. This is
It's an amazing shot.
So
Don't forget to snapshot it.
I will. What the hell?
Oh. Yeah, sometimes it happens.
I want the camera. The camera. Right there. Oh, come on. Fine.
That's why it took me so much time to fix my shot. And you can even change the colors of the walls, the color of the floor, the color of the ceiling. You can change everything to fit your space.
Yep.
And save it so you don't have to do it again.
So now, here's this one. There, something like that.
Yep.
I don't know why I got white wall back here.
Let me show a quick thing here, okay? I'll bring my screen up. So, as I was saying, let's bring us to the scene. Let's suppose I come here. Let's throw this out. Let's find something in the community that we like. Let's get this shot. I download the shot.
Oh.
I open it. Yep. I open it. But this is not a good shot for doing this. Let me find another shot. Let me get this real studio shot, not location. That'll be easier to show.
Yeah.
If you get like this shot, this is a good one. You open it. You have a studio here, the floor, the walls, the background. If I don't want this studio because it's not my studio, I can just click it, go here, and choose. I already have a preset. Unfortunately, it's in Portuguese. I'm sorry. but I click it and it turns to my studio. It's exactly, I have gray walls, I have gray floor, I have a white ceiling. I want to change the background. It's the same. I can just, oh, there are some things that I didn't show that is, let me check here. Here, you can just add a background. Whoops. And you can change this image. You'll not change it, but you can change this image to whatever you want.
Yeah.
So you can use any kind of background. And there
So
are
if you do
any
like,
kind.
like I go out to locations and scout, so I'll take pictures of spots that I like, and I'll throw them in here and take a look at them and go, okay, let's see how I can pose somebody, see if it looks good.
And you have all kind of props. So you have balls, boxes. You have all kind of lights. You have screens. You have even a how do you call this, Rom? Cyclorama?
Cyclorama, yeah.
Cyclorama. You have all kind of lights.
Now,
continuous
that's a moving model.
speed lights.
So click on her.
On the model?
Yeah. Now go to pose. No, at the top. Pose slider.
You want me to click here?
Yeah, go up to the top. Up in that little corner. Yeah. Hit pose slider.
Pose slider. Okay.
I thought she was animated. She is standing, but she's not sitting. Oh, okay.
But anyway, you can do several poses here.
You know, it looks like my shot with that looks like the picture I took when I had
oh, she's animated.
She's standing.
We just need to bring it back. Let's try to bring her more to the front.
You gotta bring her forward.
How do I do that? Let's take this out of the way and let's bring her forward. What lenses are we using? 116, and I cannot see the whole model.
What are you using?
I'm at 16. I'll turn the studio lights on.
That's because your camera's too low. You gotta bring the camera up to the waist.
If you look to the model here,
bring the camera up.
Zoom in a bit. I think you can see in the set. If you look to the model here.
Too low. Yeah, she actually poses. It's kind of fun. So once you put them in a location, you can activate it. You can actually hit play and she'll actually move constantly.
I'm just trying to find the play, but I cannot find the play button. But anyway, she keeps moving. And you can use this. It's an amazing software. We're running out of time, Rom.
Oh, yeah, geez. Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. So
we get into it. We like it. So
tell us what you think about this kind of content. Do you like this kind of content? Do you want to see more of this content? We have few guests coming up. The next few shows is not the next one, but we have a Canadian photographer who does maternity shots coming. We have another guest from DC.
She's really good too.
Both of them are. We have another guest from DC, is another maternity and family photographer.
Yeah.
And we have something really impressive. A few years ago, Hasselblad just released a book of their 50 years anniversary, and they feature 50 photographers. One of them, called Marcio Scavone, is coming to our show for an interview sometime in April. We are already setting the date, but he's coming for an interview, and he is an amazing photographer. Gisele Bündchen, he did it. Pelé, the soccer player, he did it. He did so many celebrities, and he will come here. He's amazing in the art of portraiture. And he'll come here to talk to us and tell us a bit about. He's a master. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He will tell us a bit about his career, and he will try to give us many tips. What is this white stuff? Oh, it's my glass.
What's your glass?
Let's take it out of the it really makes me.
I've been looking at it going, what is that?
It draws up so much attention. So, oh, I forgot to turn the blue light. That's why nothing's blue
Oh.
there. Uh, he's coming to give us to tell a bit of his career and to talk a bit of his career
And
and
he's
give us
had a
some tips for
really,
portraiture.
really long career. I
He's
know
there since film, but
he's shot all kinds of stuff. I mean, the guy's an idol of mine, and y'all know this show is about bringing the people that I know to everyone to learn from and introduce them and find out what they're doing now and what they're working on, and how you guys can get in touch with them if you have questions, because everybody that we've had so far, bar none, will all help you out. So that's the one thing that we're about sharing the love of photography. We don't care, there's no secrets in photography. What's been done now has been done by someone else somewhere.
And you'll be done for more, I don't know how many years.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning. Shit, man, I've been doing this since 97. So you got to learn, and it's always fun. And software like what we just showed you today, basically we redid our pictures and we still have the same schematics to go with it. So, that's how it works. Well, I'm glad seeing this process is good. And thank you for joining us. Seeing the process does help. And that's why we're trying to put it out there a little different, not having a live model. We're able to show you top down. We're able to show you left. We're able to show you right. We're able to show you front, back. We're able to show you kind of distances and stuff like that. So that way it makes it a little easier to understand the lighting. And we're going to do a lot more for that, because it seems like a lot of people have asked for this a lot of times. So we are definitely enjoying using the set.a.light to help educate you guys and show you what we do, utilizing the same tools that we do to give you a computer generated view to allow you guys to learn. So that's what we're trying to do. We're working on a lot more stuff. Trust me, this is not the end. This is only the beginning. And I've noticed, I want to thank everybody that's commented recently, because we literally got so many comments.
I just froze.
I thought you just left me.
No, never.
But we definitely, appreciate what everybody's doing. I mean, we've now reached 5,000 plus. Was it 4,000 people? I can't remember.
We have almost 1,600 people in the channel, and we have almost 10,000 views.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting views left and right, so it's awesome. I'm glad people are enjoying it. I love the comments. I mean, people are actually out there commenting, and that helps us know if we're doing something good or not, or if we're screwed up, tell us we're screwed up. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. It's gonna make me better.
Don't add my computer to the live. I'm still coming back.
So that's the thing is we're here for you guys. We're here to help. Any questions that you have, any questions that you want to bring forward on the table, begin